Good afternoon and welcome to Williams Dog Training Company. We're here this afternoon with Rich and Bella. What we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is Bella's ability to understand and respond to her obedience commands, the corrections and the motivations that we give the dogs when we're working with them, and the training equipment that we're using. Bella has done a fantastic job here at school, and she's sitting very nicely at Rich's left, which is where all of our obedience training is done. And the first thing that we would like to take a moment to introduce is the training equipment that we're using. Rich is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he's going to keep the bulk of the leash folded neatly in his right hand. That leaves the left hand free to give the little correction, and that's a little tug and let go on the training collar. And that's the second piece of equipment that we're using. Bella has been fitted for her very own training equipment that's going to go home with her, and you'll be instructed on how to use that during your lesson when you pick her up. Now, the first exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is heeling. Heeling is proper walking on a leash, and incorporated into the heel exercise is an automatic sit. And Rich and Bella are going to demonstrate that for us now. The command is Bella heel. And it's one of the few times during the course of obedience training that you do use the dog's name. Her job at this point is to walk right along beside Rich, not forging ahead or lagging behind, and each time he stops his feet, she sits automatically to wait for her next command. So she's not dragging you down the street, she's not lunging out, barking at passerbys, and when you stop your feet, she sits nicely and waits for her next command. And that's without being told. And the next command that we're going to demonstrate for you is the stay. The stay is a hand and a voice command. Rich used the open flat of his left palm about an inch or so from her muzzle, and the one-word firm command to stay. The long sit stay in basic obedience training when you're practicing at home is for 1 minute, working up to 3 minutes. When Rich returns back to his dog, he walks all the way around her and returns back to heel position. Every time you return to your dog's shoulders, she expects to get another command, and they're going to run through the heel and the sit and the stay again for us. When you have a nice heeling dog, your walks become a pleasure. When you stop to cross the street or stop to talk to a neighbor, she should be sitting automatically without being told quietly to wait for her next command. Your stay commands help to develop attention span and maturity. So practice these stay commands right in your living room. Oops, fly got her.
Stay.
So Rich brought her back up to a sit, left her in a stay, and now we're going to demonstrate the recall or the come on command. That's the second exercise where you do use your dog's name. She's been taught to come right in front and sit facing your knees. And then we have an exercise called the finish, where Bella returns all the way back around to heel position, back sitting and ready for her next command. So Rich is going to leave her in another sit stay and demonstrate the recall again. Remember, on the recall you do use her name, and you lighten your tone of voice. She comes right in front and she sits facing your knees, and then she goes all the way back around to heel position, ready to go again. And Rich will heel her out of that exercise, and we're going to demonstrate our down commands. Now, we have two down commands. We have down from heel, which is what we're going to show you first. So Rich is going to bring her back around to face the camera. Now the down command is a hand and a voice command again. Rich is going to use his open flat of his palm straight down toward the ground. The one-word command to down. Remember, no name on your stationary exercises. And this is a great exercise to practice when you're having dinner, when you're watching a movie. Your down stay is great. When Rich returns back to her, he will walk all the way back around her, back to heel. And again, remember, back to shoulders, another command. So he'll heel her out of that. We'll demonstrate the down from a heel one more time for you. We're so proud of her, and you can tell by her whole body language that she loves doing her obedience. Yeah. She's going to talk back a little bit, but she likes it. Long down stay, 3 to 5, remember, 3 to 5 minutes. Now the next down command is your down from a distance. So Rich will heel her out of that, he'll take her back around, and he'll leave her in a sit-stay. She is so adorable. Stay. Walks out to the end of his training leash. This time is the only time that you're going to see Rich use his right hand to give the command. And he drops her into a down. Now she didn't go the first time, so he said no, and he repeated the exercise. And she went down with no correction, just with a simple no. So Rich will call her out of that exercise. Now we have demonstrated for you your heel, your automatic sit, your stay, your down from a distance, and your come. These are the exercises that you're going to be instructed on how to perform with her when you come to get her. We've so enjoyed her. She's a lot of fun, and we know you're going to have a lot more fun with her now. Thank you so much for choosing Williams Dog Training Company as your personal dog trainers.